Welcome back. There's entirely too much energy on the set here of Wave 3 Listens, and that is courtesy of 25. Again, if you want to feel that energy, then you need to give them a call today. We talked about, before I talk more about Susan's story, I did want to ask you, it seems like every one of your members who come in here have this level of energy, and they're really happy to talk about it. And you don't handpick these. I think you could probably grab just about any of your members and say, come on and talk about it, right?
Pretty much. You probably walk in the office and just grab somebody. Now, not everybody wants to go on camera. They're like, oh
that's
my gosh,
true.
I can't
That's
do
true.
that. I'm like, it's really easy, I promise. But anyway, yeah, you know, I hear stories all the time, and I love going in the offices because I get these stories. One of my favorite is this gentleman that came in. It was around Christmas time, I believe 2 years ago, and he said, you know, I really didn't even enjoy Christmas until this year. You guys brought me, you gave me my life back. I mean, it really is, it's life-changing. When people ask me about it, they say, you know, what do you all do? And it changes your life. I mean, your confidence goes up, your stress level. I have anxiety. I've always had anxiety. I was on an antidepressant after my mom passed away, and I do think there's time for those medications, at time and a place, certainly. But you know, I was like, you know, I'm not depressed. I just have anxiety, and the progesterone is really what did it for me. Sleep issues. Sometimes people come in and their numbers look great, and if they're still not feeling good, the first thing we ask is, are you sleeping? That is so important to get however many hours it is that you need. Some people need 6 to 8, some people need 8 to 10. I mean, everybody's a little bit different, but you need that rejuvenation. And if you're not sleeping at night, again, that's one of the things that we can conquer for sure.
Yeah, and we joke a little bit about some of the ancillary effects, positive effects of 25 again in hormone therapy, and part of that is intimacy, libido. And I think that's okay to talk about because if you're married, then you know how important that is. Susan, you are married. We mentioned your husband, Jonathan. So let's talk a little bit about that. Has it enhanced your love life? Let's just go ahead and say it. You know?
It definitely has. On both our parts. It's made a huge, huge difference for us. I hear so many women my age or quite a bit younger than I am who say, I don't even care if I ever have sex with my husband again. I'm just not interested anymore. I don't feel like it. Everything hurts when we have sex. And the hormones help the health of your whole body. And the fact that you want to have sex again, that's the big difference. That you feel like it just as much as he does. And it really just changes your relationship. It makes you so much closer. And we have a great marriage, and I think that's a big, big part of it.
There we go. I think it's okay to have a frank conversation about it because it is important.
Absolutely.
And we talk about all these other benefits. Why not just be an open book?
Right.
Note to self, have wife, call 25 again. Okay. No. But seriously, congratulations to you and Jonathan.
Thank you.
And that is part of the benefits. But, you know, and I think also something that, you know, we talk about libido and the reason being, you know, hormone related, but also that can be a confidence related. When you start feeling better, you're more confident, you feel more comfortable. Do you find that to be true?
True, yes, absolutely. And I'm sleeping at night. You know, that helps
More energy,
a lot.
right?
It has more energy. You feel more like exercising. You want to, and then when you do that, you want to eat right, and the whole thing just adds to your confidence.
You know, I want to talk about some of the positive effects, and maybe you're missing some of these in your life. You mentioned the gentleman who you said this was the first Christmas he's enjoyed, and so he felt like he gave him his life back. Okay, that's very extreme, but there are probably some other things, like you may be able to tell me a story or two, Susan, but maybe something your husband wanted to do or felt like he was no longer able to, or maybe you said, you know, I don't know if I have the energy for that any longer, but now you're finding that you do.
Yes, we do. We both do. I've been going now for 4 years to 25 again, and my energy level has increased tremendously, as his has, because you do, when you get older, you start to think, oh, I just don't think I can go out and do any of that stuff anymore. I can't keep up with my younger friends or our kids. We have 7 kids between us, so and 8 grandchildren, so we have a lot to do. And we're both retired, but you know, that's even better. Gives you get to do all kinds of things with your time now that are fun. We started taking dancing lessons again last week.
Oh, fun!
There you
Great.
go. See, that's a good point when you say, okay, retired, I'm able to do some things now, I have the energy to do them, which is a perfect time to be able to do that. But you said something to tie into that a little bit on the other side of the coin. Lisa, you were talking about how you want that promotion.
Right.
And you want to do something that is work-related positive, and that can happen too. And I have noticed, believe me, here at Wave, you know, there is this younger generation that is fighting for jobs, and it's one thing to say, well, I'm mentally able to handle the task. It's another to feel like doing it.
Right. You want to be able to keep up with your coworkers. You know, you want to do well at your job, obviously. You want that promotion, or maybe you want a new job, and you need that confidence going in. I mean, these are the type of things that 25 again that we bring back to your life. I mean, you know, a lot of people they're golfers, and well, I just can't play golf anymore because my joints hurt. You know, that's a big, when it comes to testosterone, that's a huge thing with joint pain. So many people don't realize how many things they have going on that is hormone related. And I can't tell you how many people have told me, oh my gosh, I was going to have surgery on my knees or my shoulder or this and that, and I avoided all that because all of the weight that I lost and all the joint pain is gone. I mean, there's just so many great benefits. And again, the biggest thing for me is the disease prevention. As a nurse, I look at my family and I see what we have in our family: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer. We don't have Alzheimer's in our family, but that's huge. Vitamin D, just a simple vitamin. There's been study after study after study talking about vitamin D and estrogen for women, how that brings, you know, calcium back into those bones and prevents Alzheimer's as women age. It's just so important to prevent that. And along the way, you're having a good time. Your libido's good. You're getting dance lessons. You know, you're doing whatever activity is you want to do. You're working out. These are the things that we want to bring back into your life. If there's things that you can't do anymore, come see us. I bet you we'll have you back on your feet as soon as possible, and you'll be able to do those things. Sometimes women can take a little bit longer to get that balance, so to speak. Men usually, they're feeling good. I mean, I've had a phone call 24 hours later. Is it possible the day after my testosterone? I'm like, yeah, it's possible. I've heard it before. But you men are just a little more simple. Sorry, you just are. But you know, you are. We are going to work with you. Like I said, your first appointment is going to be an hour. You're going to get educated. You're going to learn about your body, and then when you come back in, you're going to get as much time as you need to keep learning. It's a lot of information to take in, but there's tweaks and things that we may have to make along the way.
And there's another bonus I wanted to discuss before we go to break is convenience. Time is important for all of us. So New Vitalis, your pharmacy, if you don't want to spend all your time in a pharmacy running back and forth and getting prescriptions, right to your door, right? Right
to your door, usually in 24 hours. Depends on what time of the day. I know Susan has a good experience with them. If you order it by, I think, 2 o'clock, it'll come the next day. If it's after 2 o'clock, it might be 48 hours. But still, either way, you don't have to go out and get those prescriptions. You don't have to wonder, oh, is the pharmacy open or not? It comes right to your door.
And it's free shipping. They don't charge you to do it.
Don't charge you to do it.
They're very, very nice in there. They're very nice to talk to if you have any issues with anything. And the speed that they get things to you is just amazing. I go, oh, I'm almost down to my progesterone, so I call it in that day, and the next day it's there in the mail.
Yeah.
Or in the app. You can use the app too.
Yes,
and the app. Push the little button, and there it comes.
And you don't want anyone interrupting you and your husband practicing dancing because you're going to win that mirrored ball on Dancing with the Stars. You know, so
That's right.
I'm pulling for you.
We want to win that trophy.
That's right. Listen to her. She's competitive too. That comes with it. So, all right, we'll talk more about 25 again. And again, if you're apprehensive about this, we encourage you to take advantage of the special. In fact, before we go to break, if you don't mind, tell them what the special is.
Absolutely. Normally, it's $150 to come in for that hour-long consultation, but it's going to be half off, just $75 today. You're going to get a lab draw and then 1 hour analysis of your lab work. That'll take about a week for everything to come back. Go to 25again.com/wave3, or if you want to give us a call, 425-0500. Just give us a call if you have questions. The lines get really busy. The girls will get back with you, and we will definitely extend the offer.
All right, and we shall return on Wave 3 Listens.